Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to TSP TV, and in today's episode it is another Rat Fact ration for you. Yes. It is supper time at the thrift store, and for the last couple of weeks I have prominently and primarily been living off of MREs, and a couple of weeks ago, you may or may not recall that I did break down a couple of cases of now out of date MREs that I picked up a little while ago on eBay at the wonderfully bargain price of $35 a case, which worked out roughly around $2.85 a ration, and so far they have actually been worth their weight in gold, although not necessarily. I'm not on any kind of dire situations at the moment, but I have been living off of my MREs out of my pantry for the last probably week to 10 days, give or take, the odd day when I do change it up and have something other than MRE food. But I do have a lot of components and a lot of entrees and side dishes and bread items, such forth like that, as well as beverages. And I did do a complete review on every menu that was in those out-of-date MRE rations. So I thought, you know what, seeing as I do got all these components, let's mix and match some of them together and see if we can make something a little bit more interesting than the kind of way it would come just in the bag. So today we're going to start off as our initial entree, and I've just realized I've picked up the wrong one. This isn't the one we're supposed to get, so hold on a second. That's chicken and egg noodles. That's not the one for today. Bear with me. Okay, my apologies. So we weren't going to be going with the chicken and egg noodles with veggies, which is my least favorite of all the entrees, but we are going to be going with vegetarian ratatouille. And this comes with penne pasta and some veggies. And I do actually think there might be some sausage crumble, like vegetarian sausage crumble in there. So that's going to be our main dish, or our main entree, a vegetarian dish. But here's where we're going to mix it up a little bit. It is a vegetarian dish, but not anymore. We're going to be adding some delicious marinara and meatballs. Now this is just meatballs and sauce. There's no pasta or anything with it. It kind of needs the pasta, I guess, to soak it up. So we're going to add it. So we've already got our veggies in there and our pasta. Now we're going to add some meatballs alongside that to supplement it and kind of make it a little bit more filling. They do recommend you kind of have 3 of these MREs a day, so I'm not necessarily going to be eating 3 a day. I have been kind of eating 1 and maybe kind of adding an entree or a side dish here and there over the week. I do have a couple of recipes, and we'll be bringing you maybe 1 or 2 more rat fucked rations. I don't want to go overboard on them. I could have been doing one of these videos every single day, because pretty much this is what I've been eating. But again, sometimes I just want to eat and not necessarily go through the trouble of recording it. So because we've got a kind of pasta Italian-y style main dish going on, I'm going to accompany it with grape beverage powder, close as we can get to wine. That didn't really work very well. So it's kind of like wine, grapes you make wine out of. So we've got our kind of wine to accompany our pasta, and we've also got, for dessert, our cocoa beverage powder, which we will be mixing with the coffee from the accessory pack to make our MRE mochaccino to wash down our dessert, which in this day case, today's ration, will be wheat bread with strawberry jam. That also is our bread component here, and I do actually really like these wheat bread. They're kind of like the scones my mum used to make back home, or the sort of thing she'd bring home from the church fete. And good old strawberry jam. What's to go wrong with strawberry jam? But one other thing we will be adding for dessert is just a little special treat, some instant chocolate pudding. So this is powder, and you mix in some water, shake, or stir it with a spoon, and you will get a serving of chocolate pudding. So chocolate pudding for dessert, wheat bread and jam for our bread component. For drinks, we've got grape beverage, and we've got meatballs with vegetarian ratatouille. So you know the drill. All that remains is to get this out onto the tray. And there we go, out on the tray. And as you can see, it's a very full full tray with the exception of the little hole there. I do got my grape drink ready prepared. We do got the jam to put on later, but there's our entree, piping hot and warm. Now I did have a little bit of I won't say an accident, but I put a little too much water in the chocolate pudding, which is why we've got two sections of pudding. So there's our spoon. I'm going to save our coffee and stuff. So I got some salt and pepper. That was what I was trying to get out. Salt and pepper is here. Salt and pepper is here. Alrighty, see what I did there? I was going to add, what was that? That was our salt, I think. Yep. There was salt, and here she is, pepper. I could never tell which one was which. If you could clarify that for me, maybe leave a comment in the section below. But there's our salt and pepper on our vegetarian ratatouille with actual meatballs. So sanitize, you know, flatten the curve and all that stuff. Let's prevent the risk of spreading the virus. Okay, sorry about that. You may know what I'm talking about if you're watching this in contemporary times. Why the hell can't I get this wet nap open? It's like a nun's coochie. Oh my god, and now we just ripped this. Let's just improvise. Alright, there we go. We've got sanitized hands now. The curve is flattened. So let's see how this goes. Now, taste. Now, I have tried both of these entrees before, and I actually had the ratatouille recently, although not with meatballs. I mixed it in with some beef raviolis, again, to give it a little bit of bulk, and it was a very, very filling dish. So that is two entrees mixed in one, which is why it's overflow, and it doesn't exactly look the most appealing, I do know. So let's try a little mouthful first of all. There's a little, you can see you've got a penne noodle and a meatball, and it's absolutely nothing like Mama would make. If of course maybe your Mama said she made it, but really just opened a can of Boyardee and maybe mixed it in with a can of ragu sauce from the store. It might taste like the meatballs and pasta that Mama would take, but the idea was throw in some meatballs, the extra protein. We've got the extra veggies as well, so meat, veggies, and a carb should fill me up. And those meatballs are very, very processed, but not unpleasant. And as I said, they're very much like the meatballs you would get out of a can of Chef Boyardee or something like that. But it's pretty good. As I said, it is going to be pretty filling, I would imagine, and pasta is something that does bloat me quite considerably. I might even consider myself as being wheat intolerant, but I can kind of eat bread and stuff, but I don't know why pasta, I just get very, very bloated. So I'm not going to make you watch me eat every mouthful, because I can imagine that would be very boring. So I will finish this up and we'll come back to our pudding and bread components. So that's the main dish finished. So excuse me. Let's watch that down with our grape carbohydrate beverage. Tastes nothing like wine, but as I said, great you make wine out of. It was as close as we could get. Ooh, I am absolutely stuffed from that, and now we've got to get through this funky chocolate pudding. But first, let's polish off the grape. And there's a couple of burps for your baby P. Alright. So let's try and use the wet nap to clean the spaghetti sauce stuff off the spoon. I think it's clean. I think there's another burp on the way. No, maybe not. That might just be regurgitative. No, there was a burp. My goodness, yeah, that pasta and the meat sauce. So you can see there's kind of some lumps in it. It's kind of like volcanic diarrhea. Maybe after you've been to Taco Bell. And that does taste just like chocolate pudding. And the lumps are actually pretty good. You kind of get a crunch to them. But it does look like something you might find in the worst bathroom in Edinburgh. That's a Trainspotting movie reference for you. If you haven't watched Trainspotting, check it out. So yeah, so we've got 2 servings of this, and it's kind of, yeah, the sort of chocolate in the pasta sauce is not the best combinations on the tongue, I gotta tell you that much. So yeah, I'm getting fucking chocolate everywhere. So same deal, I'm going to put you on hold while I finish my chocolate pudding. There we are, we finished our chocolate pudding. Just look at that, that doesn't look at all. You know exactly what that looks like. It's what I'm trying to show you. So anyway guys, I'm probably, just because I'm too chocolated out, will be saving my mochaccino for off air. You know how it works. You mix the coffee in with the mochaccino, in with the cocoa powder. You got yourself a mochaccino and you mix it to the line. Shake, pour it in your cup. There you go. There's another video for you, so to watch on a few occasions. So anyway, let's get our strawberry jam. Motherfucker, we didn't get enough out. And that noise in the background you may be able to hear are the pan bangers. It is 7:30 now. Each and every day people come out and bang their pans in my neighborhood. So there's our bread and jam. And yeah, can you hear them clanking in the background? Now what I'm going to try and do, if I can, this was exactly what I wanted to do. Perfect. Let's try and suck that bit of jam. Does that look like a bloody gusset? I don't know. Oh my god, I wish I had a napkin. I'm going to use the beverage pouch to catch any possible spillages. I've already got chocolate sauce on my lap. I'm not going to show you. That bread feels a lot drier than previous times, but not as dry as that weird cake I had in the Chinese PLA ration. Hang on. I've had a bite. You can still hear them banging their pans vigorously outside. Maybe you can't. I can hear it. You might only be able to hear my chewing of the very dry bread. But there's some pretty good jam, I'm not going to lie. Maybe I should have soaked it up in the chocolate pudding. That might have been interesting. Put it in there. Maybe it'd been like chocolate bread, chocolate pudding, strawberry jam. Would have been like a cake, chocolate cake or something. Maybe for another time. So that's it, guys. I'm not gonna, look how I'm multitasking, see, let you watch me finish every last mouthful of the snap bread, although I could. Here's my channel, my video. But it is a little bit boring. It was a little short and sweet rat-fucked ration review for you. I don't think we had that many burps, although we did have a couple in quick succession. As I said, it's not a real MRE review that we'd kind of go and tell you a little bit about every component. It was just me throwing together a few components from some MREs that I rat fucked broke down for you. I was trying to think of something witty to say, but unfortunately the brain wasn't working as fast as the mouth. But yeah, it is a broken down mix and match entree kind of deal from my components that I do have as a result of rat fucking a couple of cases of MREs. So thanks for watching, guys. This was a rat fucked ration review. It is TSP TV, brought to you as part of the Ship Video Productions group. I tried to say something different there just to keep you on your toes. Routine and all. We'll catch you next time. Till then, take it easy and keep it thrifty.